What's up, guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to play Brown Eyed Girl. There are some definite intricacies on this song, but overall it is pretty simple with a simple strum pattern. So stick along or stay along with me and try to hold on for each one of those parts. It will actually be easier to track this lesson and how to really play this song if you go to my Patreon and click the link down below. Become a Patreon member and you're going to get that access to see exactly how this song should be played and all the details. Alright, let's zoom in. I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, we're going to go ahead and not do that main lead intro section, but we are going to do the chords behind it. This is kind of more of an easier beginner lesson for that. So we're going to do basically the strum pattern overall for the entire song. I'd recommend is just to be down, down, up, down, up. One more time, it's down, down, up, down, up. And it's going to be pretty fast, so make sure you have that comfortable. Then the intro is going to be, and this is the main section of the song, this is going to be the most repeatable section, is going to be G, C, G, and D. And it'll sound like this. Right? So I'd recommend maybe doing that twice to kind of just set up the intro, set up the song, and then you go through that a few times for the verse. Our fourth time. Then we go to the chorus. And the chorus is C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, and then I recommend D or D7. And it sounds like this. That's your chorus. So it's the same strum pattern, just those chords C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D7. By the way, that D7 is a nice little extra, nice add-on. You can always simply play a D major. Anytime I'm saying play a D7, it sounds just fine. It's really, really similar. So after that first chorus, then we go right back into a verse, which is what I just showed you. That's G, C, G, D 4 times. And then, guess what? It'd be another chorus, which is C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D7. Now, this is where things get interesting. This is where the bridge comes in. Okay? And that's I consider the bridge when he's singing the sha-la-las, right? So before that, though, right after your second chorus, there's actually this is very sneaky, there's 2 measures of D7 he's playing there. That's after that one measure of D7 I just taught you. So the first chorus was C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D7. That second chorus, though, is actually C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D7, D7, D7. And then it goes into the sha-la-la part, and that helps to build tension. That D7 just builds so much tension to that G, which resolves it. So I'm going to play the second chorus into the next section, which is where the sha-la-las come in. So here's what that second chorus sounds like. Same thing, so C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D7, 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 and then you're into right? Back to G, C, G, D. So the sha-la-la parts will always be G, C, G, D as well. So we've already covered that. That's our intro, that's our verse. Lucky us, that's the basic rhythm of the sha-la-las. And you'll do that twice, or 2 rounds of G, C, G, D for that particular section. After what I call that bridge of sha-la-las is going to come this really cool and unusual breakdown. It's a bass breakdown. And really what's happening is the bass is kind of playing mostly. It's just usually just, kind of a stripped down section if you're playing in a full band. If you're playing just a single person as an acoustic player, what I always teach my students to do is I'll play exactly what I'm hearing on the song, but on the guitar. Here's what that is. It's very sneaky. It's 4 measures of G major. I know, that's a lot. And then it's 1 section of G, C, G, D, what we just covered. So here is that entire breakdown where the bass kind of starts to get his day of you know, kind of shining through. So here it is. And then it's another verse. Right? And so you're going to do that 4 times, G, C, G, D, 4 times again for that final verse. Then another chorus, which is again C, D, G, E minor, C, D, G, D7. And then you got it. We're going to go ahead and do another bridge of shalalas. And so that same thing happens. On the end of that third chorus is 2 extra D7s in between. And then you got your shalala parts, which is G, C, G, D. And that basically fades out. Now, the way that I usually teach my students to play this is obviously I don't want you to fade out when you're playing it live. So I always just say end it on a G, right? Maybe do about 2 or 4 run-throughs of G, C, G, D on the shalala bridge, and then maybe end it on a G. So what that might sound like is something kind of like this. Right? Right? And just end it on that G, putting kind of the final button on everything. Or, again, you can do G, C, G, D 4 times total, doubling what I just showed you here. I'd recommend 2 or 4 times. Either one of those is going to sound great. Ending on a G, they kind of bring everything back to its home. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Also, let me know if you want me to give you an intro lesson for this song as well, the whole, you know, that thing. So if you'd like that, let me know, comment below, and I'll be happy to do it for you. See ya.